See what he said, what?
Hey, some type of way.
What's unique about the facility, man? You got 39 years NFL experience up here. We have played for 18 different head coaches and in 12 different locker rooms. Unlike any other show, on this show, we've experienced everything we have talked about or will talk about. So, Chase, talk about this, because you threw this in the group chat, and I was kind of shocked when I saw it. Davante Adams, 5 days into being with the Jets. Oh, early.
Got him.
Early catch.
Early show. It's early show, dog.
Early catch. You got an issue with Davante giving a speech to the Jets locker room.
Yeah, when I first sent it, I had a big issue with it.
Yep.
Because I'm thinking, you've been there 5 days at this point. I understand you're a superstar.
Yeah.
You're not a leader on this team. You haven't fought with this team. You haven't sweat with this team in training camp. You haven't been there. So you don't know the ins and outs. And then I heard the quote, and among other things, he said, I had reservations about speaking up too early and being too vocal too early. So then I sort of rewinded a little bit, and it's not as big of an issue as it was when I first sent it, because when you're first new and you're new to a team, you just sort of try to blend in.
Correct.
And at least for me, like, I'm an undrafted guy, like, I'm not a superstar, right? Like, so when I was there, I just tried to blend in. But I'll give you a story and an example. It's 2018, and the Bears season, we had just traded for Khalil Mack 8 days before the season opener, bona fide superstar.
Yep, defensive player.
He was at the height of the Khalil Mack era. And we got out to a 20-0 lead against the Aaron Rodgers-led Packers. We lost that game, 24-23, the most epic collapse in Bears history to that point, or one of those. And Khalil Mack, we went in, he had an amazing game. He had a sack, he had a forced fumble, he had a fumble recovery, he had a pick six. So the dude ball out, he didn't say one thing in that locker room. You know why? Because he hadn't earned the respect of that locker room to that point, because he had only been there 8 days. And so with Davante, you have 9 targets, you have 3 catches. You're speaking up, a little bit of an issue for me just because you hadn't been there.
2-5. You said you like that. You said you like that.
I like that or like that.
You said you like what Davante was.
I wasn't feeling that, but I'm loving that. When you talk about earn respect, hold up. When they talk about this trade on TV and you in the locker room, we in the facility, right?
Yes, sir.
Yo, we about to get who? We about to get yo. That's respect right there. We can't wait to get Davante Adams in here. Another thing is, if he comes there for the first time, right, first game, and he's like, yo, this is what we got going on? We playing the Pittsburgh Steelers, we up on these dudes and this and that, and we lose this game? Yeah. And everybody's cool with that? No, I'm gonna speak up. I like that because he makes everybody accountable, right? Like, sometimes I think with certain players, if certain guys don't speak up, let's say, I don't know, a captain, but he's not really that good as a player, but he's a captain, he speaks up like, that's okay. You're right. But when a bona fide superstar speaks up and he's speaking on what he sees and what he don't like and what we got to change, you love that. If a guy like Davante Adams is speaking up on a team, we all are following the line. Like, yo, I don't care if you've been here for a day or 5 days. The things you bring on this field, the things that we're going to follow you to do because you are that good, we believe that. Yeah. So if he said that in the locker room, I love it because most players wouldn't do it.
It's interesting. I disagree. I'm with Chase on this one a little bit. Like, and again, I think maybe because I never spoke up in the locker room, so all I did was listen to people speak up. And so I was always assessing who's speaking, why are they speaking, are they qualified to speak, is their speaking with their body matching their speaking with their words? Like, all I did was listen to people speak in my NFL career. Collegiate career, I did all the talking. I think it lacked a little emotional intelligence. Read the room. Yeah. Like, you are a leader maybe in the National Football League, but you're not a leader in this Jets locker room. I also fervently believe, James Jones, nobody in this world cares what you know until they know that you care. Nobody.
So well
Parents to kids, coaches to athletes, teachers to students. Nobody cares what you know until they know that you care. Remember that, viewer at home. So, Davante, they don't know if you care about them. So we don't really care all the stuff you know. Furthermore, it's not like you've been to a Super Bowl either. You're an elite talent individually, but your elite individual talent isn't going to help my elite individual talent. So if you just showed up here and you just left the Raiders locker room that's been bad for 2 years, we already know you was chasing the paper. Otherwise, you would have stayed in Green Bay. You didn't leave Green Bay to chase wins. You left Green Bay to chase home and chase paper. Now you're going to come here and talk to me about winning? But the most important thing to you isn't winning. Because if it was, you likely wouldn't have joined this 2-4 football team. So I just think it lacks a little emotional intelligence. Read the room. That's your former teammate, though, James.
One second. Who's saying all that? Who? This guy you talking about? The guy you were trying to be right there?
Acho. He's saying.
No. Wait, who's that guy in that locker room? I just want to know. I'm just curious.
Nobody's verbalizing it. I think Chase, myself, the players that have to listen to speakers all day, every day are assessing it like, cool. Nobody's verbalizing it because y'all superstars.
So what I'm saying is, like, so let's say the best leader in the locker room, but he's on special teams, or he's like a third string. Mm-hmm. Are we going to listen to that?
They listen to Jameis Winston in Cleveland. He was the backup.
They laugh at that. They laugh at Jameis. Everybody know that. Everybody on this team. They think it's comical.
I'm listening to the person who I know has bled and sweat with us and puts it down.
But I'm saying, but let's say that guy you're talking about is like the kicker, or he's like the third string, or he's like the...
That's not ideal. I'm not trying to listen to him.
And the issue with this, Shady, where in the world is Aaron Rodgers? Why isn't he the one doing this? He had been there for 2 years. Now you make Davante, who comes up, who hadn't bled, who hadn't sweat, who hadn't done tears. Like, where is Aaron Rodgers?
How do we know that nobody has stood up and said something? We don't know that.
We don't.
All right, so a couple things here. I'm with Shady, number one. I think y'all tripping.
They tripping.
And I just want yes or no answers for you. All right, let's say Patrick Mahomes got traded. And he stood up after a game and he said something.
Did he play?
He played, and they lost. And it was his first time. And it was first time there. He didn't play well, right? Is it cool for him to talk?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Will we have a problem with that?
No, sir.
He's a quarterback.
Quarterback.
So now
Completely different than a receiver, my opinion.
Quarterback.
how is a quarterback completely different than a receiver? All I'm saying is it's superstar players, right? We've been watching the Jets.
Yes, sir.
We know what's going on at the Jets.
Right.
We know it don't look good.
Yes, sir.
So if you're a superstar player in there, it ain't like you don't know what's cracking over there.
Sure.
Right? Davante Adams came from Green Bay, too. He knows what winning is supposed to look like. You know where Khalil Mack came from? We started 0-10. All he knew was losing. So you can't get up there and say nothing about no winning because all you know is losing. Right? Go ahead.
Question. Hassan Reddick is going to play his first game with the Jets this week.
Okay.
Hassan Reddick has been to a Super Bowl further than Davante Adams has been in his career.
Yeah. Right.
Lost the Super Bowl, but he's been. Yeah. If Hassan Reddick were to speak after this game, I would have a major issue with it.
Yeah.
So Hassan Reddick has the most sacks outside of Myles Garrett over the last 4 years, 10 consecutive, 4 different teams. He ain't been there.
He ain't been there.
He ain't
But that's different, though. That's different because he hasn't been there for his own reasons about contracts and all that. So, like, you could have been here to help us out.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So that's a different situation.
Okay.
But Davante got traded here. Y'all wanted me. Y'all know how good I am. So what James was talking about, I agree with. Like, how come he can't speak, though? Because he's his position? Or because he hasn't been there?
He can. I just think it's weird.
Yeah, he can. He can.
If I was a player in that locker room and I'm hearing that, and it is a superstar
So
player.
usually
but I'm like, what?
A lot of Jets said they loved it.
But not only that, usually to be able to talk to the team, right? You got to have respect.
Yeah.
Right. Before you even think about talking, you got to have some form of respect. Some form of respect comes from, I've been out here at training camp, and y'all seen the way I've been working.
Yes, sir.
Some form of respect comes from, we got D.A., a superstar player, respect from us watching him and seeing what he has done in the league.
Right.
Packers, Raiders, whatever. Sure. Respect comes with that. Just like if it was a quarterback, respect comes with that. You understand what I'm saying? Davante Adams has earned respect. These dudes know who Davante Adams is. Every last person in that locker room. Now, if I was a special teams person coming from the Raiders and I jumped up, hey, man, this the...
Yeah,
but see,
that's different.
Here's the thing. We are saying the same thing differently. For example, you don't think a special teams player could come in and speak. Chase and I don't think Davante Adams should come in and speak, but we think a quarterback could come in and speak. Because how you view a special teams player, how you realize there is a difference between a special teams player and a receiver, there's a difference between a receiver and a quarterback. So there are levels.
But there are levels, but I'm going off the respect factor.
Yeah.
I get it.
Sam Darnold can't come in here and talk.
At all.
But you guys are sitting here saying quarterbacks are different. They're not different. It's the respect factor. Patty Mahomes, Lamar Jackson, that's the respect factor. You can't be Bryce Young and just because you're the quarterback, you come in here and talk. But you guys just strictly said, well, that's the quarterback. No, that ain't the quarterback. It's the respect of you as the player in the National Football League, what you have accomplished. You have the right to say something, in my humble opinion. I don't care if you've been there for 3 hours.
The greatest leader I've ever been a part of was Tom Brady.
Of course.
Right?
Of course.
But Tom Brady, he didn't always speak to the team.
Sure.
You know what's crazy? When I got there, I seen the leadership he had, right? Teaching everybody what's going on, making everybody accountable, being on top of practice, the way you practice, your work ethic, all that stuff. But then when we get to, like, the games and all that, I'm like, okay, he about to give us some crazy messages. He don't say a word, right? So I was like, okay, it looked a little different, because usually the best players, Devin White was a good player, right? but sometimes he would talk, and some of the guys would be looking around like, okay, all right, you know what I'm saying? So I'm bringing it back to the superstar respect level because Devin White is a really good player, especially at this time. But when you got a level of experience, a level of ball on the field, everybody seeing you, respect your game, the voice is different. You get what I'm saying? So when DA is speaking, I don't care if he's there for 1 minute, like, oh, Davante's talking, I'm listening. Compared to another dude?
But here's my problem.
We've been in the locker room with that dude.
No, but here's my problem is like, what are you talking about, bro? You just got here. You don't even know nothing about, you don't even know my name. If we're being honest, Davante Adams does not even know my name, me being the backup linebacker. He does not even know my name. And you trying to come up here and, hey, fellas, this is what we need to do. Who is we?
Because he just watched what I did.
Who is we?
He watched how we gave leads. We watched how the defense didn't play good. We watched how the offense wasn't connected.
Did he watch how he dropped the first pass of the game when he hit both hands? Did he watch that too? I hope he saw that as well. I don't know if he saw it. I saw it.
Now you got to play perfect to talk?
No, but if you are
crazy,
if you are going to show up after not being a part of an organization and fix your lips to speak, I just think it lacks a little bit of emotional intelligence. It lacks a little bit of sense of like, who am I? We've been places before where Devin White, to Shady's point, Devin White was a beast, especially when they won a Super Bowl. He was a beast. Yeah. He is a young bull because Avante David also is a beast. And at the time, would have been like a 7 or 8.
Now, you would think that he would talk.
Correct. And he should be the one talking.
But look, so
back up, starting linebacker.
But look, now, through the whole playoff, I forgot the story. The whole playoffs, though, right? So Devin White's been doing all the talking.
Yep. Yeah.
Right? During the playoffs, you know who was talking? Tom. I got it, bro. Yeah, it's important. Yeah. The same way it's important for the Jets to start winning these games, getting a run, to get in the playoffs. Yeah, let the superstars talk.
Yeah.
Got the playoffs, Tom Brady. Yo, you did the whole year. I got this. From the the playoffs to Super Bowl, Tom did all the talking. So my thing is like, it's a respect level. Like, I don't care what team you on or what locker room y'all been on or who's talking. It got to be something respected because it's all the superstars in the league probably all the time don't work hard all the time, right?
Of course.
But some of that is because, like, you know, like the offseason is different from the regular season. I got to preserve my energy and all that for the game, so I'm not going to practice as much as you are. But what I'm saying is, if certain backups is talking, I'm not even, like, I'm not even listening.
So really quick, right? Hey, fellas, I know I just got here, dog, all right? I've been a part of some winning teams in the NFC championships, won a lot of football games. Hey, man, this is what I'm seeing right now. We 2-5, dog.
Who's we? I'm out. Who's we?
Davante.
I'm on the team.
I'm on the team.
I'm talking to you like Davante.
And I'm a priority on this team. Yeah, because I'm not replaceable like some of these other dudes is replacing.
Let me start over.
Start over.
Hey, fellas, I'm Davante.
Yep.
Hey, fellas.
Meet you.
I know I just got here, dog.
Yep.
All right, I'm letting y'all know that clear.
Yep.
All right, I ain't been putting all the sweats and tears in, but I've been in training camp, so I've been working.
Yes, sir.
I just got here.
Yes, sir.
Hey, man, I've been a part of a winning culture before.
I know that.
Been to some NFC championships.
Check.
You know, because you saying, yeah, check, that I played at a high level.
I know who you win.
So you already respect me because you've seen the way I played the game.
That's
you
right.
know I'm tough.
Yep.
You know I don't miss games.
Yep.
You know I'm always going to be out there, right?
You know I'm elite.
This is what I'm seeing. If we want to change this season around, hey, this is what we got to do. What's wrong with that?
I love that.
Here's where I'm out.
I love that.
You don't know, Davante don't know what we've been doing wrong, so how you gonna tell me what to do right?
I'm not.
He just got there.
I'm not talking about everything in training camp and all that. What I see now, I've been a part of winning cultures.
Sure.
What I just seen through these 4 quarters ain't gonna get it done, dog. That's what I seen.
I think there's a little disconnect because
crazy.
I don't.
No,
I actually
disconnect between me and you. Because I don't see the disconnect between this.
I like that Davante spoke up, and I like the message to the team.
No, listen, I'm listening, brother. I'm listening. You know I'm listening.
It sounds good so far.
Okay, but I don't like that he did it 5 days in because he don't know this team. I like the message. I actually love the message. I have an issue not with him giving the actual speech. I have a message with him giving a speech 5 days in.
That was good, though.
So wait, if you watching tape and you playing the game, and you know what?
That was terrible.
Let's keep it real here, right?
Keep it real.
Let's keep it real here. Look. Hey, Chase.
Yeah, okay, what's up?
You new to this show? You ain't come in trying to blend it and all that. You came right out the scene. And
Y'all respect me for it?
Hold up, and I was like, yo, I said, Acho. We been around. I said, yo, your man, I don't know if he got the memo or not, but he coming guns blazing. You know what I mean? Yo, you asked the question. So anyway, Shave, I'm like, yo, like, take your time. But you know what I said? I said, yo, he's good at his job.
Yeah.
Right? So when you're good at your job, I start earning more myself. Okay, well, look, brother is good. Even though he's coming out, like, he ain't asking questions, he forget the game plan. I need the ball.
Yeah.
I say, you need the ball. But when I see when you got the ball, you delivered.
Yeah.
So the same thing with Davante.
That's real take.
Right? He been balling for a long time.
Long
So I don't have to ask, can I talk?
Yeah.
Who am I gonna ask? Aaron Rodgers?
Yeah.
That's about the only person I can ask any questions about if I could talk or not.
That's a good. That's
Yeah,
phenomenal.
really quick.
And not only
Phenomenal
that.
take. I need to respond to, but that's phenomenal.
Go ahead. You respond.
Who respond,
I
dog?
don't want you to forget it. I don't want you to forget it. Go ahead.
If we being real, big dog.
We being real.
We being real. We being real. I don't even know if the cameras are still on. We just talking now. Y'all might be here. Y'all might not.
Yeah.
We just talking right now. At the end of the day, though, 2-5, if somebody comes in guns blazing, it will always be like, what's going on here? Kind of like you said, oh, wait, Chase is good at his job. There still is going to be that, what's going on here? Like, Davante, when he's speaking, people are going to be in the back of the locker room, like myself and Chase. We're going to be in the back of the locker room,
Undrafted.
looking at each other. You know what I mean? 6th-round pick, backup linebacker.
Backup quarterback.
Looking at each other like, hey, wait, why isn't Quentin Williams speaking? Why isn't Quincy Williams speaking?
Aaron
Why
Rodgers.
isn't Breece Hall speaking? Why isn't Rodgers speaking? Why isn't Sauce? There are 20 people who could have spoken before him.
But they haven't, though. And another thing is, not to be funny, but like, if y'all two had that opinion in the locker room, it's like, okay.
True.
You know,
But it is just like, the problem is, I guess I'm thinking about a cohesion as a unit.
Yeah.
Cohesion as a group. Like, at the end of the day, the superstars, they get the attention and they make the team win, but everybody else makes the team go.
And not only
You know what I'm saying?
that, I think Chase started off the right way because he said, I don't want to put words in his mouth, but he said when he first heard it,
Big issue.
big issue. Then he heard what Davante, if you listen to what Davante said, he's saying what y'all are saying. Should I talk right now? Those are some of the thoughts that went through his head. Is it the right time to talk right now? My man said I was standing on the sideline and I seen how flat this sideline was when we was winning and when we was losing that football game. And them thoughts went through his head, should I say something? Nah, bruh, I gotta say something. I just got traded over here. We 2-5. If we go 2-6, what I get traded over here for? This is over. Something got to change immediately. I don't never mind a superstar player getting up there saying something, and I don't care quarterback or not. If it got to be said, it needs to be said. I don't care how long you've been.
Yes.
You care who says it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not
Okay,
listening
you
to
care.
I care who say it if it was 5 days.
Okay.
You can't, no, I'm saying you can't come in here as a special teams player and you've been here 5 days and you're talking.
Back up.
Back up.
Can a backup say it?
Like back
Backup
up wide
running
out or
back. Backup
something?
running back.
It just depends the respect factor for you. 5 days in. Now, if you've been with us through training camp, blood, sweat, and tears, and I've been seeing the way, I don't care if you talk.
Yeah, been on
I don't
teams-
care if you get
Captain,
it.
I would say
Yeah,
captain.
but on teams in the backers used to be rapping. I ain't never been saying that. I will say this, though, because I guess, like, who's going to get my attention?
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? Like the backup ain't getting nobody's attention.
No, that makes sense.
Another thing is, so DA, right? He's played on a lot of good football, but played on good teams and bad teams. I look at myself playing with like bad teams and good teams. I know what it looks like. So if I go from winning, because even though he won a lot of championships, he's been doing a lot of winning in Green Bay.
No doubt.
So I see what winning looks like, right? I see what good culture looks like. So then I'll go to the Raiders. I see what bad coach looks like. I see what bad play looks like. I see what losing looks like. So now when I get to the Jets, I'm new here. I don't know what's going on, right? We play the game, the momentum, the attitude, the body language, the coaching, the hustle, all these stuff I'm seeing. Oh, okay, now that reminds me of bad play I seen in Oakland. I'm gonna speak on that, right? And then when I see good play, okay, I remember that from Green Bay. I'm speaking on that. It's the same thing when I look at myself with like playing with the Eagles in certain times and playing with different teams like the Bills in certain areas. I'm like, yo, this is bad football.
This speech to me screams dysfunction.
How?
In the locker room. And you got to imagine when Davante was talking to Aaron. When Davante was talking to Aaron, like, hey, it's not that bad. If you're speaking up 5 days in after your first game and you see it that bad on the sideline, you got to be thinking like, man, I didn't think it was as bad as this.
A lot of the players loved it, though. There's a lot of reports.
Yeah.
But
a lot of players.
Davante's head, he's like, man, I got myself.
I disagree because you can't tell nobody how to lead, man. You know, some of the best leaders on the football team ain't the damn quarterback or the superstar.
That's very true.
You understand what I'm saying? Like, it's other great
that are bad leaders.
Thank you. It's other great leaders. So you can't tell somebody how to lead. Whether Aaron Rodgers been telling Davante this or the owner been telling Davante this, Davante didn't have to say nothing. Davante said something because he wanted to say something and it means something to him about winning and trying to get to where they're trying to go. That's it. You can't sit up here and say he should have said it at this time. You can't tell nobody how to lead.
You can't
He
tell him
felt
how to
like
lead,
it was the right
but
time.
you can tell him when. James, you know just as good as anybody, there's a right time, there's a wrong time, there's a good time, there's a great time. You know better than anybody. Timing is anybody.
Not in football. Not in football. We trying to win, dog. All this sensitivity and what you talking about, we trying to win. Now, if we up here on the show and I've been on the show for 5 days and, you know what I mean, the show been flat or something, I ain't really gonna say nothing about it. This football. This is what I'm good at. This is what I'm all pro at. This is what I do. I'm going to say something.
But how you waiting? Because, like, we 2-5, first of all.
Yeah, don't got time to
We lost 4 in a row.
We don't have time.
How are we going, like, I'm going to talk, like, 2 weeks from now?
That part. You really ain't got no time to waste.
Wait, talking about I just want to get this straight, because I heard you say something. I just want to, like, make sure I got it correct.
Me?
You. We're on the same page so far this morning.
Yeah.
So far.
Yeah.
My brother.
Yes, I'm with you.
You said it is football, some. It don't matter who gives the message.
No. So it
yeah.
matters to me if you can't come in as a special teamer in 5 days and give the message like Davante did.
What about
If you're a special teamer, let's say you Matt Slater from the
he can talk.
Patriots. He can talk.
But what I'm saying is he can't.
Hall of Fame.
He can't talk 5 days in, but he can come in. He can come in here and talk.
That's why y'all run me hot.
See what I'm saying?
See, here's the problem. So it's a receiver.
Don't look at me like I'm with you.
You over there.
Can I finish?
He a receiver, so it's cool for a receiver to talk. But if Matthew Slater, who's likely going into the Hall of Fame as a Patriots special teams ace, if he talks, now you got an issue with it.
So what I'm saying is, if Matthew Slater walked into another locker room right now, a new building in 5 days, you think that he just extremely respected like that? That's what you're telling me.
He's won Super Bowls.
He asked you to say.
Yes.
I disagree. So what I'm saying is to answer Shady's question, I feel like you have to have a superstar pedigree to be there 5 days. Now, what I was going with, if you're Matthew Slater, you're a special teams ace, and I've seen the way you work, and I've been in training camp with you and seen all that, you got all the right to talk, dog.
Davante is in commercials. I hate
Taco Bell.
I hate Taco Bell. I watch just because of him.
Yo, quiero Taco Bell.
You talking about Slater?
Shady. But here's my problem.
What's your problem?
This is why there's a disconnect in franchises.
Most people know who that is, though.
But in a team, if you know about winning, you will. He's got 3 Super Bowls, 2 All-Pros, 10 Pro Bowls.
How many people?
I would hope he could speak.
Time out.
I would hope
Hey,
he
that's
could
why the
speak.
facility is good.
I would hope he could
different mindset.
Yo,
to the Patriots.
But time out. Dudes ain't knowing all that. All these
In the
All-Pros,
NFL,
they gonna know, like, Super Bowl's Brady. They gonna know all this other stuff. They don't gonna know about the...
In the locker room.
Gunner? What is it, Gunner?
Yes. In the locker room, people know who the heck
I played in
that
the NFL too, guys, right?
You know who that is.
I mean, I heard of him, yeah.
No, come on.
You think I know he got... I don't know about his...
Well, that's the dilemma is you sit in your running back, offensive mind, elite.
Running back mind.
Elite offensive
Yo, all right, let's be serious real quick before we leave.
No cameras.
So the guys, the special teams and all that, right? Yeah. You telling me if he goes to different teams, they gonna know how big he is? Like the important players, they gonna know who that is? Seriously though.
Yes. Yeah, he will. I agree.
But not only that, though. The reason why I say that,
Gunner?
The reason why I say that, Acho. The reason why I say that is special teamers is not really respected.
And that never was. Unless you return a kick for some
I actually
touchdowns.
respect them more for the job they do, to be completely
Not kickers and
I don't even watch it.
I'm not talking kickers and punters.
Maybe you superstars don't respect
James.
I'm not saying I was a
But we do.
superstar.
I said I am.
You were league touchdowns.
I was and still am. But look,
You
real
were.
quick. Yo, when
we know
punt,
Shady feels.
I don't even. You watch punt? Wait, time out. So let's say, all right. So it's 3rd and 13. We don't get now it's 4th and 13. When we come out the field, do you watch the punt?
No, not really.
I'm on the other side. If Matthew Slater's playing, I am watching every snap.
No, I'm only watching it if Devin Hester returning
back there.
I'm watching.
Yo, do you watch field goal? Wait. Do you watch field goal?
He's not on field goal.
I'm on teams. I watch teams.
Oh, wait, I'm saying no. If you're, oh, wait.
The disrespect on special teams right now needs to go down.
I
needs to go down. I was a holder.
So listen to me real quick, man.
We watching the holders.
I was a holder.
I
was a holder, though.
I understand you play teams. All right, but let's be real honest here, okay, Acho? All right, A dude that runs down there at gunner to tackle people, right?
Yankee on dog.
Comes to the team 5 days in, and he gets up there and he talks. You locked in and you listen?
And he's a gunner?
Only if
it's Slater.
only if
That's
it's
it, dog.
Slater, if it was Josh Cribbs, if it was.
But that's
Raven
returners,
Trone,
though.
If
it's who?
A dude named Raven
Cribbs.
Trone. Y'all don't know. Like, these are elite special. I'm naming
know that
elite
one.
special
Who
teams
is
players.
he? Well, keep going.
I'm naming elite.
I'm learning right now. I'm writing these names down.
He's the
Patriots guy
current
that
special
just-
teams
yeah.
guy.
Keep going. I'm gonna learn some of these names.
For the Eagles, if it was Chris Maragos.
Maragos for sure.
If it
He got paid $3 million a year.
if it
Whoa,
was
whoa, 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 whoa. I
There
know
it
Chris.
goes. Yeah.
I like Chris.
Yeah, good dude.
I wish Chris would open his.
Don't send him this. He gonna get mad.
No, I'm cool with Chris.
He was a captain.
I don't care about none of that. I'm cool with Chris.
If it was maybe Justin Bethel, if y'all remember him.
Who's that?
Cardinals, I think.
Yeah, Cardinals.
Shady.
If
you
it was,
disrespect
Cole-
Oh, wait. I played the Pro Bowl with him.
Yes, a Pro Bowl winner.
Watch
Did
this.
y'all hear the man?
Yo,
He played in the Pro Bowl winner.
Swear to God.
A Pro Bowl.
Yo, he played in the Pro Bowl, right? In Bethel.
Yes.
Check it out. I'm like,
Don't do it.
damn,
Don't do
like,
it.
I know everybody here, you know?
disrespect.
All the superstars. Yo, I'm like, damn, he a corner. He a corner? Like, oh, okay, who he
Special teams
play
ace.
for? Like, who? They said, oh, yeah, I think he's on special teams. I was like, oh, okay. I don't know about none of that.
But 5 days in, you good with Bethel.
If it was one of them dogs, if it was one of them ones.
So that's it.
Maybe not.
Yes.
Slater,
See,
yeah.
now if it's
Slater,
on
this
your
is
if it's on
crazy.
your team, 100% cool with it. 5 days in on another team, I'm not.
I say anyone.
That's all I'm saying.
What a conversation. It's a facility, yo. What a conversation. Hey. What up, YouTube family? Welcome to the facility. Thanks for watching, and you better be sure to hit that subscribe button if you want to get more highlights from the show and all of our exclusive content.